Hi, today's video is very special to me. It is on being a caregiver for aging parents, and it's in collaboration with Wendy from the channel My Life Wendy. So stay tuned, and I'm going to share all my feelings of being a caregiver. First of all, I would like to start off by thanking Wendy. I am so very grateful to you, Wendy, for inviting me to do this collaboration. I know Wendy has been a caretaker for aging parents as well, so we have that in common. Wendy just has a beautiful channel. Wendy has a beautiful heart and a beautiful soul, and you can see that shining through in all of her videos. She has wonderful advice. She does makeup, she does reviews, she does skincare, and she just does it all. She is such a beautiful spirit, and I have really connected with Wendy. I consider her a sister, a soul sister for sure. So please take the time and go visit Wendy on her channel and watch her video. So being a being a caregiver for aging parents comes with many, many emotions. You that have been with me for a while know that I am the caregiver for my mother, who will be 94 April the 10th. And it is a challenging job. It's a blessing, it's a joy, it's so many wonderful things. Having this time with her, just still having my mother, having her in my life. That's such a blessing, and I am so grateful to God for it. But I have to be honest too, and there are so many challenges, and the emotions run so high. First of all, the worry never leaves you. I'm constantly worried about her. I feel like she is going to fall, or I'm going to find her laying on the floor, or something like that. I just get these thoughts that become so powerful. I check on her in the middle of the night uh, via a camera, and I watch her sleeping, and I wonder, is she breathing? So I wait and I stare to see if something moves, if she moves or makes a noise. And it just haunts me. And I can't sleep at night because I want to keep checking on her, because I want to be there if something happens to her. And it's really scary to me. Other challenges are the sadness to watch your parent who was so vibrant and youthful and full of life, and your mother, your mother. And now that person is no longer your mother. She is, but she's more your child because of her age and her dementia and her struggles. It's like caring for a young child. So now I'm taking care of her, and the roles are so reversed. And that makes it difficult when you are a caregiver, but you're also the daughter or son of that parent, because you lose that relationship of child parent. Your primary role is the caregiver, and that makes it very difficult. But it's just the way that it worked out. She's here with us. We are grateful that she's here with us, and we enjoy her immensely. But we do have struggles, and that's what I want you to know, that it's okay if you feel these type of emotions. It took me a while to get settled with them. I felt so guilty when I would feel so tired, so exhausted, and sometimes I just didn't want to be there. I wanted a break. I needed a break. I would just go through all these emotions, and they made me sad, and they made me feel very guilty. But you can only spread yourself but so thin. I have other responsibilities. I have things I have to take care of. I have my life to manage as well as my mother's. So it just becomes a tug and a pull on you, physically and mentally. Sometimes I feel like I'm being ripped in half, just literally straight down the middle, pulled from both ends. And it's not a good feeling. And mentally, I feel the same way, just pulled. I need to take care of myself, and yet I need to take care of her. And I place her at more importance because of her age and her struggles and things that she's going through at her age. But then therefore, you end up putting yourself on the back burner. And you start neglecting yourself and neglecting your own self-care. It is so very difficult to find that balance. At least it is for me. I can't seem to get the right balance. I want it, and I know what it should be, but I struggle to find it. It's just a very emotional and emotionally draining situation that also comes with a lot of joy and happiness. And so you look for those times, you seek them out, you embrace them, and you just delight in those moments of joy. Because as she ages, they're getting further and further apart. They're far and few between, because the confusion is stronger every day for her. Her lack of sight creates so many more struggles. She just can't remember anything. I mean, nothing from even a minute ago. She can from the past completely, but not in day-to-day life. And I watch her struggle when she eats because she can't see the food. She doesn't know where it is, and she's reaching all over the place for it. I don't want to embarrass her. I help her, or I tell her, oh, Ma, here's your cheeseburger, or oh, you have these mashed potatoes here, and things like that. And we put everything in a bowl because on a plate, it just slides off. Excuse me. So that's another difficulty. So there are some of the joys, but I really, really want to be completely honest and share the sorrows and the struggles. And there are many. I am so very tired some days that I can't imagine doing it another day. And this is something that is a daily job, 7 days a week, every single day. You cannot be away from it. Well, I guess you could if you hired someone to come in, but she wants me there every day. Now, I have made some changes. I do have a caregiver, a certified nursing assistant, Erica, who is an angel. She's been coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays mornings from 7:30 till 12:30. So that's a big help. That's 4 mornings that I don't have to do it. And then Dave, my husband, and I, we just have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that's been a help. But here recently, the 7 afternoons straight in a row, day after day, is just getting difficult because we have some other issues we are dealing with right now. And it's exhausting. And some days you just don't want to do it. You just don't want to be around it. You just don't want to answer the same questions over and over and over. Not that I don't understand. She doesn't do it on purpose. She doesn't realize she just asked me that 30 seconds ago. I'm talking from my point of view. It's exhausting. And some days I am so tired, I just don't want to talk any longer, especially repeating the same answers over and over again. Yeah, I have many days of so much frustration. But with that frustration comes the guilt afterwards. And I don't know how to get rid of that. I try. I do things that I think will help, but they never completely help. It's always hanging over me. The guilt, the guilt that I feel selfish because I don't want to go, say on a particular day, but I have to. I have to be there. And I feel bad for not wanting to be there. It's just so hard to balance all of it. So I just wanted to share that being a caregiver for aging parents, and probably for anybody, has its joys, has its sorrows, has happiness, has sadness, and it's okay. If you are currently a caregiver or have been one in the past or may be one in the future, be prepared. Be prepared for these feelings because I was not at all. I was just so grateful to have this time with my mother. And it was a pure blessing, and it is a pure blessing. But I have to understand that there are a lot of emotions that come along with it, and I was not prepared for it. And it has really done a number on me dealing with all these mixed feelings. And it's a constant battle every day within myself, beating myself up, feeling bad, feeling guilty, feeling like I'm not doing enough, things like that. It's just human. It's going to happen. So I'm just saying, expect it. Try not to beat yourself up. I'm not a good one to give the advice because I'm not doing so good with it myself. But I hope that this helps you in some way. And I feel like it helps me just by getting these feelings out and sharing them openly and honestly. It's good for me. Anything that we keep inside in the dark is not good. It'll eat us alive. But when we bring it out into the light, we get a whole new perspective. I thank you so much for spending this time with me and listening to me. And I would like to leave you with an inside beauty tip. And what that is in relation to this being a caregiver is that God knows our heart. He knows that I love my mother so deeply. She is my mother, and I love her. He knows that. But he also knows I'm human, and he knows that I can only carry so much. And he's going to come in and he's going to carry the rest of it for me. And he does on a daily basis. And that's how I make it. I know that he understands my feelings of guilt or anger or sadness or whatever it may be, because he knows it comes from a deep place of love in my heart for my mother. And God made me human, and it's okay that I experience these feelings. That's been hard for me to come around and realize. But with his help, with the help of others, with help from friends and family, and with help from my dear sweet Wendy, because we have communicated back and forth and shared on this. She has helped me tremendously. So God bless you, Wendy. And I thank you all so much. Until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.